Hello, friends. This week's Parashat is Noach, the story of Noah and the flood. And as we deal with the rains finally, we hope, wiping away the smoke and the wildfires, I'm sure we can relate to the themes of environmental catastrophe. But I want to talk about Noah himself. The Torah describes him as a righteous person in his generation. And so there's question about what that means. And it's most concisely articulated in an argument in the Talmud between Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish, who are study partners and frequent disputants with each other. And Rabbi Yochanan says that righteous in his generation means that Noah was a decent guy, but only notable because everyone around him was so evil and so corrupt. And had he lived in the generation of Abraham or of Moses, he would not have been notable at all. He would have been considered completely mediocre. Now, Reish Lakish, who was a bandit who did teshuvah and became a Torah scholar, says, no, you don't understand. It takes such effort to be righteous when the people around you are evil and corrupt. If Noah had lived in the time of Abraham or Moshe, if he'd had those influences, we can't even imagine what great deeds of righteousness he would have been capable of and he would have performed. And I think Reish Lakish's insight is really important. We are a product of our times. If we live in a time of corruption, if we live in a time of cynicism, if we live in a time of nihilism, it might be the most righteous we can be to just push against that as much as we can, to believe in something, to act on our beliefs a few times a week, a few moments a day. So I hope that Noah sets for us a realistic bar for how to live with integrity in a hard time. We're not called to be Avraham. We're not called to be Moshe. We're not called to be prophets. We're called to look at what is around us and try to rise above what we can and be as righteous as we can, despite all the pressures to the contrary. Shabbat Shalom.